Hello, everybody. It's Kyle from InCom. I hope everyone's having a great afternoon. Might start snowing pretty soon if you're in Toronto, so drive safely tonight. I think everyone can hear me, right? I think so. Hello, will there be recording of this webinar? Yes, there will. As a matter of fact, I will make a note and I'll send it to you when we're done. Perfect. So today we're doing advanced tips and tricks. Should probably change the title. There's nothing on the website that's too terribly advanced, but this is more things that really can't cover in the beginner webinars. So I'm going to kind of focus on the questions I've been getting a lot in the last couple weeks. I want to start off with how to add blogs, how to edit blogs. Super, super easy to do. It's really good for, getting content on your website, can help with SEO and that kind of thing. So it's important to know. We're going to talk about editing and managing menu items. Also super, super easy. I'll show you how to do that too. Then we're going to go into edit and add content pages. There's a million reasons you might want to use content pages. Some people want to have pages dedicated to specific neighborhoods. Some people want to have pages. I've had one person who wanted to have a page for the Reiki business. You can do whatever you want. There's a million reasons to use the content pages. I'll get into that. QR codes, very, very simple thing to do. QR codes, if you don't know, it's that little square. You can take a photo of it with your phone, and it'll take you to a website. So you can use that to take people to landing pages, to these content pages, to your home page, to a listing, you name it. Super easy. I'll get into that. And then adding social media links, also really easy. And then finally, if we have time, I'll talk about adding forms a little bit. You can add on custom forms if you want. It's pretty straightforward. There's nothing much to it. It's really handy if you want to do something that's not included with the standard forms. But that's it. Let's get into it. Let's talk about adding blogs. So I'll start that now. Here we go. So this is my my page. It's going to function pretty much like any other page you'll see on the InCom system. Mine might look a little weird from time to time. I do a lot of testing on my website, so if you see anything strange, don't worry about it. I was just probably trying to fix something for someone who was doing some testing. But this is actually one of the new themes, as a matter of fact. With this theme right here, you have the option to log in at the top, but I'll just go to the bottom here, click on back to dashboard. That'll take us back to the dashboard. And by the way, if you have any questions, feel free, put it in the chat. If I think it's relevant or I can answer it really quick, I'll answer right then and there. Otherwise, I'll answer it toward the end of the webinar, or I'll just follow up when we're done. So this is the dashboard. Let's talk about adding blogs. So adding blogs, you can write about anything. If you want to talk about neighborhoods, you want to talk about your business, have advice about the real estate business in general, it's really easy to do. So to add a blog, it's in content. It's content related, so it'd be under the content tab here. Makes sense. Go to content and click on add new or add blog page right there. So if you've made content pages before, or if you haven't, it's okay, but this looks pretty similar. And a lot of this is pretty straightforward. Title here would be the title of the blog page. So let's say we're going to do a blog post about, I think we've done condos before. Let's do a blog post about snowing outside. Let's talk condos in Florida because it's chilly. I want to get out of here and get somewhere warm. Let's call this condos in Florida. And you can put in content right here. Condos are nice. Let's type that in properly. Nice. Florida is warm. You name it. You can add photos. You can format it. You name it. Play along with it a little bit. If you've used email before, a lot of this will be pretty straightforward. One thing I might want to show you, and this is the same with the content pages. If you want to add a photo, it's really easy. I'll get into it really quick. So I'm going to put the photo right here. I'm going to click on this little photo button right here, image. And I have to upload the photo. So for your website to show the photo, the photo has to be online somewhere. So after you click on photo, click on this little upload tab here. You can choose the file. I will pick a random image here I have on my computer. I'm sure I helped someone with a photo recently. Where's the photo? Zoom background. I don't know what this is. Let's try this. So you choose the file, you click on send to server. So you're going to take this photo, you're going to put it online just by clicking on send to server. Perfect. Now, when you're on this screen, you can make a couple changes if you want. What I typically recommend is when you upload a photo, it's going to put in the pixel value. So this picture is 1600 pixels wide by 797 pixels tall. That doesn't mean a whole lot to you, but this is, I know it's going to be a pretty big photo. So let's go press OK. And it's pretty big. What I recommend though, if you want to edit this photo when it's when you have it uploaded, it's on your blog page or on your content pages, wherever you have it. If you double click on the photo, this is a nice little trick. It'll get you back into the image properties screen. And what I like to do, we don't have to do it this way, but to me, this makes more sense. So instead of putting in a pixel value, which doesn't mean a whole lot to me, I don't know pixels very well, what you can do, delete where it says height, you can put in a percentage value. A percentage value, to me, makes a lot more sense. So you can put in something like this, 100%, and that'll take up the entirety of the screen. So it doesn't matter if it's a really big screen or a really small screen, it'll take up 100% of that screen. So if you're looking on it on a computer, it'll take up 100% of the screen. Or if you have a little tiny phone here, it'll take up 100% of that screen. So let's just make that, let's make that 50%. So type in 50%. Again, nothing in height. Press OK. And just like that, I have a photo here that's taking up roughly 50% of the screen. You can even center it if you want to. Put your mouse just a little bit before the image and press that little center button. Now it's centered. Super easy. Now I have a blog post with a bit of information about condos, bit of information about Florida, you name it. And let's say this is great. I want to go. There's one more step, and people kind of get tripped up on this area, but it's pretty easy. So this URL path settings, let's say I put in Florida. Just like that. Don't put anything else, just put Florida. When people go to my website.com, so I'm bets.incomerealestate.com. When people go to bets.incomerealestate.com/Florida, that's where my page is going to be. So you can put in whatever you want, but there's a few exceptions or a few rules. One, can't have duplicates. So if I have another page on there that's Florida, I can't do it, but I could do Florida 2, for example. That would work. I can't do spaces, and I can't do slashes. So if I do underscores, work Florida blog, totally fine. You can call it whatever you want as long as it's unique. I can do Florida hyphen blog. I can do Florida period blog. It's up to you. Just no spaces, no slashes, and it'll work. So when I press submit, I'm going to have a brand new blog post just like that. People can comment on it, say, I love bananas. I don't know, what do people talk about in Florida? Just like that, I have people leaving comments on my blog. So you can share this blog, by the way, once you have it up. You can comment it. It's really easy to share these blog posts. There's actually little buttons here built in. If you want to share it to Facebook, you can click on the Facebook button. You can log into your Facebook. It'll share it to your page. Same thing with Twitter X. Or there's some more options down here. Maybe I'll show that to you. I went through a little bit quick. But there's that little green button. Click on the green button, and you can do Reddit, LinkedIn, Gmail. I don't know what some of these are. WhatsApp, I know. Trello, Tumblr, you name it. You can share it super, super easy. So click that button and click on share. Just like that, you are sharing your blog. It is that easy. So does anyone have any questions about creating blogs? I went over it a little bit quick. If you want me to show you how to make another blog really quick, I can do that. Just let me know. Perfect. So if I'm logged in, by the way, and I go to my blog page, you might have noticed there's a little view tab here and a little edit tab. So if I want to view it, I can click on view, or if I want to edit it again, I can click on edit. Just like that, I'm back in the blog page. There's a few little cool features here as well that you might want to use. Comment settings. I probably want to mess with that too much, but if you do want to change any of the comment settings, for example, you can change if people can read only write only. I can disable them completely if I want to. I don't know why you want to, but how please do you link to your YouTube? I'll show you that in a minute. So yeah, you can click on the comment settings here. So in case someone's being mean, you can always turn off the comments if that's what you want. Metadata. I wouldn't do this unless you really know what you're doing, but basically, if you want to have SEO information for just that blog page, you're welcome to do that. So let's say, you know what, I want this blog page specific to have keywords. Let's say Florida condos. Are those good keywords? I don't know. I'm not really a marketing person, but you can do that if you want. You can change the SEO information. It can help people find your web page a little bit better online. So we saved it. Let's go back to the edit button. I want to show you one more thing because this is a really cool feature. I think you should use it. Is you can upload files. So let's say I have a PDF file that I want to share with my friends. Anyone who looks at the blog, they can see it. So go to the bottom here, click on File Attachment, go to Choose File, and I'm going to find a random file on my computer somewhere. I'm sure I have a PDF I can find. PDF. Let's find a PDF. I'm sure I got one here. What's a buying and selling tips? I know it. DAX parent. Oh, not that one. That's about my son. Let's not do that one. Where is download here? You know, let's share my scan, whatever this scan is. I think it's someone's resume. I'll delete it in a second. But you click on File Attachment, you upload, click on Submit, and just like that, I have someone's resume right in the bottom. I don't think she'd appreciate me sharing that. So I'll just delete it super quick. As a matter of fact, if you want to delete it, go back to File Attachment, and you click on Delete, and you press Submit. Just like that, it's gone. Or at least should be. Yeah, just like that, it's gone. Let's say instead of a PDF, let's say I want to upload an image. Let's go with banner photo. Upload a banner photo. And just like that, I have it in the down here. Oh, right there in the attachment. So if I want to, I can click on this banner photo. Oh, that's one of my clients here is helping out with. And the nice thing is, once you upload it, there's a link automatically built. So if I want to share that, I can copy it. So you can highlight the entire thing, press Control A, then press Control C for copy, and then press Control V like victory. And again, you can email us to people. So it doesn't matter if it's a PDF, it's an image, any kind of file, it's uploaded to your website. You copy that URL, you paste that URL. It's really easy to share PDFs, kind of any file. It makes it really easy to share. Does that make sense? Uploading photos, uploading documents, anything like that? Perfect. I want to do one more thing, and then I'll get into social media sharing. Because if I want to make it to this specific blog post, again, I'm website.com/florida.blog. Okay, I save that where is it? The URL path settings. It's already in there. But let's say I want to share that with people. If I want to share it to Facebook, I have a fake little LinkedIn profile I use. If I want to share that, I highlight the entire thing, highlight it, press Control C for copy, press Control V for paste. Just like that, I have shared my blog post with great information about how Florida is hot, and it also has condos. Just that easy. It might take a second to load up and preview, but I click on post, and we're good. Wonderful. I have shared a link just like that. But what a lot of people want to know is, hey, how do I actually have the blog post on my website? I made a lot of work putting my blogs together. I want people to see it. How do I share it? Super easy. Two ways to do it. Probably the simpler way to do it is you can add a blog widget. Now, a lot of you have probably seen my widgets before. This might not be anything too new to you, but if you want to add a widget, you go to Content, you go to Widgets Manager. So if you want help with the Widget Manager, just give us a call. But once you're in the Widget Manager, you have all these widgets here. If you want to add listings, you can add the featured listings. If you want to add text or videos. But let's say we want to add on blog posts, because these blog posts are great. We need people to see them. You want to select the blog widget. Now, oh, here it is, latest blog post. So again, add a widget, really easy, drag and drop. So you take your mouse, you click on the mouse, you hold on to the mouse button, you drag it over anywhere with the gray and white checkerboard area. Should work. Put that in the spot. And once it's in place, I can click on this little edit button. Oh, I didn't add the blog at all, did I? Added on another one by mistake. Blog post, this one. Oh, guess it doesn't like in that spot. That's okay, let's do it here. Perfect, latest blog posts. So once it's in place, I can click on that little blue circle with a little tiny pencil inside. That's the edit button for all the widgets. But let's edit this one. And you can kind of see the settings we have on here. A lot of the widgets have different settings, but the blog post settings are pretty straightforward. You can change the title. So I want to put down cool new blog posts and number of items to display. Let's say I just want to do the last one. Click on one, press save, and just like that, I have the last blog post. If I had more blog posts, I can go forwards or backwards. And of course, I want to view all, click the view all button. And just like that, I have shared my blog. Any questions about that? And then I'll get into, because I have some people who want to learn how to do share YouTube videos, right? I'll put your link to your YouTube. Well, I'll show you. Actually, you know what? So every theme is a little bit different, but they all typically have a spot where your social media will show up. Okay, perfect. So this one specifically, all my social media shows up right in the bottom left-hand corner. Most themes are going to have your social medias right in the bottom left, but they might be at the top as well. And just like that, let's see, I have Twitter, I have LinkedIn. So I can click on LinkedIn. Cool, there's my LinkedIn page. Just that easy. Actually, I put in the wrong link, but let's go to my YouTube. What did I? Oh, that's Calendly. I might have to fix up my social media, but let's say you want to update your social media links. Super easy, go back to the dashboard. Of course, whenever you want to make any changes, go to the dashboard. And you have to grab the link that you want to share. Some people have been trying to put in their username, or they've been trying to put in something else I don't know. You have to actually share the actual the URL for your page. So here is my LinkedIn page here, just for my little test. And what you want to copy is this right here. So again, you put your mouse there. If it doesn't select everything, press Control A, press Control C to copy. And then you go to Content, and you go to Social Media, the fourth one down there. And a lot of social media is built in. So for example, LinkedIn, I can just delete that, press Control V to paste it. And yeah, it should have the HTTPS, just like that. I'm gonna press save. And just like that, I have my brand new social media ready to go. Let's check out my YouTube. So I don't know. I actually have my YouTube signed in my work computer. I don't think I do. Oh, here's my channel. Perfect. So this is my, I don't use this all very much, but this is my YouTube channel right here. So I want to share my YouTube. Pretty easy. You copy. So you press Control A to select everything. Press Control C to copy. And then I'm going to go back to my dashboard. We're going to go to Content. We're going to go to Social Media. And then I'm going to paste the URL in the appropriate spot, and it'll just show up. Can you please send me the reply as well? My connection is terrible. Okay, sure. So let's go to Content. Let's go to, where were we? Social Media. We're going to click on Social Media. We're going to find the YouTube. Here's YouTube. Paste it in. Click on Save Social Media. And just like that, wherever your social media will show up, The link is going to be there. That'll take you to my YouTube channel, just like that. Now, most of the themes have a spot for the social media widgets, or the social media just shows up, usually in the bottom left-hand corner. But some of the themes don't have social media built in for whatever reason. If you want to add on a social media widget, it's really easy. Go back to the dashboard, and we're going to go to Content, and then we're going to go to Content Widget Manager, and we're going to add on a social media widget. So let's say, you know what, I don't want it at the very bottom. I want it closer to the top. We're going to find the social media widget right here, and just, again, drag and drop, and all the social media, wherever it shows up, it'll show up there too. So there's my YouTube again, just like that. Makes it super easy to get to my YouTube channel. One more thing. What time? Oh, we're doing okay for time. I have some questions sometimes. What if you want to add on a social media, but it's not, that's not one that's available. There's, probably a million different social media platforms. We can't include them all by default. So if there's one that you don't have on there, that's, let's say you want TikTok, for example. Oh, TikTok is on there. Cool. If you want to add on one that's not available, it's really easy. Go to the bottom. You click on Add More. And what's a social media? I don't know. Hootsuite. No, I think that's Reddit one. Okay, perfect. So if I want to add Reddit, I can add on my own custom one here. So I'm going to find a Reddit logo. You have to upload an image. Let's find a little Reddit logo here. I'm going to save as. I'm just going to find it here on my computer. Reddit. So we're going to find the logo here. So I'm going to upload my little Reddit logo I just downloaded from the internet. Nothing terribly complicated. I'm going to upload it, and I'm going to put the link. So www.reddit.com. I'm going to click on Save Social Media. Just like that. So we're going to go back to my home page just to show you how it worked. And where's my Reddit here? So click on this little button. Takes me to Reddit, just like that. Super easy. Any questions about adding social media? Anything like that at all? Again, if you have any questions, I'll show you this while I'm thinking about it. If you have any questions, and we're not available for whatever reason, if it's late at night, if it's on the weekend, you can't get to us, if you go to the dashboard, and if you go to Help, you can find tips and guides on how to do pretty much anything with your website. So if you go to Help, you go to Webinars, Video Tutorials right here. There's about 50 or 60 videos. They're all short, easy to follow. It'll show you how to do anything on your website. So what I'd like to do is press Control F to find, and we type in social media, how to integrate social media, number 13. If you want to find how to do something, just that easy. Go to that page, find the video, watch the video. I like to see how to use the forms. That's going to be one of the last things I do. You know what? Let's do that right now. Let's do forms, because I want to show you how to do custom forms. But yeah, let's get into forms. So you can add on custom forms if you want. You can also use, there's built-in forms on your page ready to go. If you want to go to Content and Widget Manager, there are some forms built in, ready to go. So the Have Questions is a good one. We can just add on the Have Questions. There's a form ready to go. I think which also lead form might be okay too. This is more for like, what's my home worth? Or free dream home evaluation. Well, let's say you want to do something custom. I know a lot of people want to do something that's more custom. It's really easy to make custom forms. So if you go to Dashboard and you go to Content, and then you go to Forms, you can make very custom forms, very customized forms. And that's really easy too. So you click on this big green button that says Add Form or Create Form, I guess. And just like that, we're ready to make forms. The first time you do this, some people get a little stuck, but try it out. Give it 5 minutes. If you're still stuck, just give us a call. We'll help you out. It's not a big deal. But once you do one, you've done a million of them. Title here, you can put the title of the form. Let's say I want to do a form about free ice cream. Let's say I'm going to have a form on my website, and when people fill it out, they get free ice cream. That is a good deal. So that's the title of my form. And I need to add on some content to my form. So usually you want to use this single line text. So it's just drag and drop. So you click on your mouse, drag it over in this area, and single line text. So you can use single line text for almost everything. It's really flexible, but usually you can use something for like a name. So if you type in first name, and then you add on another one. Oh, let's type in first name. The system is very smart. So if you type in first name, it just knows that's the first name field. You don't have to do anything beyond that. You can type in last name, double click on it, type in last name. If you want to do, let's say, email. Email is something you have to put in the email field here specifically. So this one, if it's email, you have to use email. Anything else, pretty straightforward. Just drag and drop, email. So if, just like that, I have first name, last name is email. If I want to get the phone number, people think you might want to use the number field. You don't. You want to use the single line text field. Let's type in that. Change that to phone number. And let's do one more. Let's say comment. So let's say we'll go paragraph text. So if people want to do more than one line at a time, you can use paragraph text. So that you can do comments, you can do about me, whatever you want. You can even set the number of rows, number of columns, whatever. You can also create, there's a setting here for required. So let's say when people fill out my form, I want them to have to sign off on the email and the phone number. So you can click on this under field settings. You can click on required and phone number as well. And that way, I'm going to go to the bottom here, click on save. Now, when people fill out the form, they have to fill out the email. You can tell it's required because there's that little red asterisk right next to it. So if people fill out the form, they have to do email, they have to do phone number. They're required to do that. So does anyone have any questions about, I'll go into the forms a little bit, but does anyone want to have any questions about forms before I move on? Can you code? Yeah, I'm going to get to that as well when we're done with the forms. I was going to tell you, so yeah, there's different options on here. You can do multiple choice, you can do check boxes, you can do formatted content, you can do number. So let's say number of houses, for example, that you want to buy. You can do that as well. And if you scroll down a little bit, there's some settings in here. I think it's all generally pretty straightforward. You can also change the category or leads of lead. So if I fill out this form, I can automatically put people in the buyer if I want to. I press save, and everyone who fills out this form is automatically a buyer. If you do custom categories, that will be included as well as an option. But I have this form for free ice cream, and if I want to add it on to my website, it's pretty straightforward. You click on the Add Form to Website. And this looks a lot like the widget manager. And when you're adding on a form, all you can add on is the form. That's it. So I know it looks like you can add on videos and text widgets just like normal with the widget manager, but with the form widget, all you can add on is this form right here. So let's go, let's navigate. Let's say I want this page, this form to be on the, what's this I love cars page. Oh, that's the blog page I made. Let's go back. What's CA? Calculators. Well, not calculators. That doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Let's go to housing in the Danforth. Perfect. So let's say I want to add this form on the housing in the Danforth page I made several months ago for reasons I don't remember. To add it on, real easy, drag and drop. Click on it, drag it over, put it anywhere with a gray and white checkerboard. Because the title is right here, I'd usually just put the form below that title. You can put it wherever you want. And just like that, I have a form on my page. Just that easy. So Kyle, that's I love cookies at gmail.com. I'll put my phone number. I want to buy 8 houses because I'm a millionaire. I'm going to say, I love buying houses. I press submit, and automatically it's going to figure out, oh, this is the first name, this is the last name. It's going to know what this is the phone number field, put that in the phone number spot, email, going to put the comments in. You are ready to go. You should have a lead created just like that. Go back to dashboard. Give it a second here. And I don't know if I've used that email. Yep, there I am. Kyle Betts updated. Click on that. You can see the ice cream form right there. All that information is in there. My information's in there. I'm ready to call that person, start selling that person 8 houses, I hope. Does anyone have any questions about creating a form? I'll show you a really cool thing you can do with the QR code, by the way, which is really handy. So let's go back to, how are we doing for time? 3:30. Okay, about 10 or 15 more minutes. So I don't think we'll get to everything today, but we'll get to it. Let's find the page I added it onto. That was the Danforth page, I think, if I'm not mistaken. So let's say I have a link to new homes. I'll get back to you about that, Dan. That's a good question. I'll have to take a look at your profile. So I'll ask Dan. Get back to you when this is done. So yeah, this is my housing in the Danforth. So what a lot of people do is if they have a form, you could do a form for a open house. So if you can have like a QR code that would take people to this page. So when people are at this open house, they can click on that little QR code on their phone. They can fill this out the form on their phone. It's a really easy way to get people to enter in their information. So what you can do, copy that URL, and we're going to go back to the dashboard, and we're going to make a QR code for this phone. So again, anything to do with content, usually in the content, go to content and go to QR code generator. This is pretty straightforward. You have an option for URL. You can also just put in text or your phone number or have people SMS you automatically. But let's say, you know what, I have my URL here. So I'm going to paste the URL. I'm going to click on JPEG or PNG, doesn't matter all that much, probably. Let's make this extra large or click on generate code. And all this does really is it makes an image. So I'm going to take my phone here. I'll show you. You can even check this out if you want to on your phone. All you do, you take a picture of that little image, and it brings up on my phone. I have my page with the form. Just that easy. So be creative with this. They're really easy to make. But once I have it, you can either just right click on it and go to save image, or you click on download code, and it's going to download the QR code to my computer. And again, I can put that on my whatever you want on your yard sign. You can put that on your if you have an ad in a bus stop, you can do it there. You can put this on a flyer, you name it. If you can use that QR code, all they do, they take a picture with their phone, takes people to that page automatically. So does anyone have any questions about QR codes? It's on social media, QR codes, any questions at all? Maybe I'll get back to you, Dan. How do you add a link to a Facebook page? Good question. So if you want to add a link to a Facebook page, let's say, you know what's really handy is if you go to a listing, but you can use any page. All you do, click on the page. I don't have my Facebook here at work. I use my LinkedIn. So what you do, if you want to use the automatic share button here, you can click on the Facebook button right here. It'll automatically open up your Facebook account. You might have to sign in if you're not signed in, and you click share. It'll share that page to Facebook. Or if you want, you can copy that. Let's pretend this is Facebook. This I know it's not, but let's pretend it is. You go to, where is the page to, how often do I use LinkedIn? Not very often. Click on share post. You press Control V like victory to paste the page. It's going to preview it. And just like that, I have shared to Facebook. Click on post. So if you have any questions during Facebook, just give us a call. But that's basically all there is to it. Copy the URL, go to your social media, you paste the URL, you press save. That's it. So not much more time. We have about 10 minutes left. So again, if you have any questions, I'd always suggest to people, try it out. If it takes more than 3 to 5 minutes, don't worry about it. It's not worth getting frustrated, getting stuck. Don't spin your tires. Just give us a call. We are available Monday to Friday, not 9 until about 9, actually 9 till 5:30 Eastern Standard Time. Also, if you are stuck, check out the video tutorial page. I'll show you how to get there again real quick. If you'd like, go to the very bottom, go back to the dashboard. And if you need help, of course, it's in the help section right here. Click on help, click on video tutorials. And I'll show you how to, variety of different short, sweet little videos to show you how to do pretty much anything on the website. I don't know about you, but me, if I see a video, if I see someone do it, I get it pretty much right away. There's nothing on your website that's really too advanced. So if you get stuck, go to help, video tutorials, or if you want a bit more in depth, you can go to help in webinars. And that's more kind of long form videos about how to do things like how to make changes to your website, how do you do your leads, anything to do with SEO. There's a video about how to change your SEO, and this little video here about how to kind of do odds and ends with your website. So that is the help section. Does anyone have any other questions about that? Otherwise, I'll kind of have a new message here. I will get to the end. Yeah. So let's talk about making a page. So I showed you how to add a form to a page. Let's say you actually just want to make a page. Making a page, it's super easy. It's actually very similar how to make a blog page. So if you go to content and you go to content manager, you can make a page. See, these are all the pages I've made. I've made a million pages in the past. If you want to make a new page, go to content manager, click on the add a new page button. And this looks really similar to the blog page because it is, it's really similar. If you go to title, say, I love snow, then type in information. You can put in photos. You've seen this before. It's pretty straightforward. And again, URL path settings, I love snow. So when people go to my website.com/I love snow, that's where the page is going to be. So again, really similar to a blog. I think I have too many this menu items. So let's trim down those menu items so I can get people to my blog page and I can get them to the I love snow page. So let's go back to the dashboard. Yep. So anyone have any questions while I do this? By the way, if you have any questions, give us a call, email us. We're always happy to help out. But I want to get us just finished off by showing you the menu manager. So the menu is kind of this area right here. So if you want to change these, delete anything, hide anything, super easy to do. Nothing to it. So again, you go to the dashboard and you go to content and you go to menu manager. So by default, your page, when you build, it's going to have kind of all the standard menu items. But let's say, you know what, you don't want some of these menu items. Let's say contact me. You don't want contact me on your page for whatever reason. You can go to where it says contact me here. If you want to hide it, you can disable it. Or if you really want to get rid of it, you can click on the delete button. I think more often than not, probably disabling it would make more sense. just in case you delete it by accident. You can always add it on, but it's always much easier just to click on enable and put it back on, just like that. But let's say, you know what, the blog page here, I need to delete that blog page because I want to show you how to make a link, a menu item to the blog page. Do we have the APP to share with the CX? I don't know what you mean. I'll get back to you about that though. So let's say I want to share a link in my menu to just the blog page in general. So let's say I have like 10 different blog posts. I want to put a link in the menu to all those blog posts. It's really easy. Click on the add item here, top right-hand corner. Title, I can name this whatever I want. I can call this My Awesome Blogs. You have pretty much free reign there if you want. Description is optional. Basically, if you mouse over the menu item, but you don't click on it, it'll show you a bit of a preview. You don't have to do that, but if you like to, feel free to go ahead. Blogs are great. Now, when I mouse over My Awesome Blogs, it'll show blogs are great. And I'll show you a nice little tip here. There's 3 different options on how to do the link. If you can do a link to a page by URL. So let's say I want to put people to Google. I can just type in the address to Google. You can put people to municipal websites, put people to your YouTube channel, whatever you want. But if you want to have a page that's already on your website, a really easy thing to do is click on predefined pages. And once you do that, you'll have this drop down. These are all the pages that are built into your website ready to go. So the static pages, for example, if you make a page, it's going to show up under the static page. I'm going to click on I love snow. Actually, let's type in blog. Yeah, useful tools. I'm going to click on blog. I'm going to press submit. And just like that, my awesome blogs, that'll take me to all my cool blog posts. Just like that. Super, super easy. Let's go with, you know what I want to share though? I want to share this specific blog post because this specific blog post is very important to me. So you want to do that. It's really easy. Just copy that. Again, you highlight it, press Control C to copy. And if you want to do a menu item to just that blog post, which might be a good idea depending on your strategy. Again, go to Content, you go to Menu Manager, and click on Add Item, My Single Blog Page. Now what you can do, because I don't think that specific blog page will have something in the predefined pages, click on Link to a Page by URL, and I press Control V like victory, press Submit, and surprise, surprise, I have a link to just that specific blog page. Does that make sense? Did I go a little quick for that one? Do you want me to show you that one again? Or are we okay? Perfect. Well, you know, matter of fact, our time is pretty much about up. So what I like to do, last year InCom was planning to introduce an app similar to Agent Locator. Oh, we have an app. Yeah, the InCom Connect. So I don't think we have a lot of time to get into the InCom Connect. But yeah, it's called InCom Connect. You can download it. It's available on iOS and on Android. You sign in with the same information that you have with your website, and you can do things like you can share listings, you can contact your clients a lot easier. Pretty straightforward. But we'll maybe do that in a couple weeks. So I'm just going to end us off here by again showing you the video tutorials, and I'll go over what we covered. So again, go to Help, go to Video Tutorials. If you get stuck, just give us a call. But if you can't get us for whatever reason, these video tutorials are gold. They'll show you how to do pretty much everything. So if you want to add a page, learn how to type content page first. Number 9, how to add a content page or edit or manage a content page. Number 8, if you want to learn how to do menu items. That would be number 6, how to manage menu items. And pretty straightforward there, nothing too exciting. How to add forms. If you get stuck, by the way, making custom forms, the first time you do it, it's okay. We'll show you how to do that if you want some help. That's number 36. How to integrate social media is number 13. And I think that was pretty much about it. But everyone, I think that's it. That's our 45 minutes. If you have any questions, give us a call. We're extension 4 on the support team. Email us, support@incomrealestate.com. Or if you're feeling brave or just want to figure it out yourself, go to help. Video tutorials, it's a really good resource. They'll have all these videos right here. Or if you want to do something a bit more in depth, go to help, go to webinars, and that'll show you the more like long form kind of videos, big picture stuff. It'll show you how to, it's a really good resource to get started. But we're doing another webinar in a couple weeks. I will see everyone there then again, if I hope. Thanks for coming and have a good night, and we'll see you in a few weeks. No problem. Thanks, everybody.